There's an old Top Gear segment that always sticks in my head, as so many classic Top Gear segments do, where Jeremy Clarkson is testing the then-new Mercedes CLK63 AMG Black Series. He begins by asking, when was the last time you just got up and went for a drive? Before going on to complain that cars just aren't exciting enough these days. Jeremy's solution? That would be the CLK63 Black Series, which in his words,
might just be enough to get you out of bed before the dawn.
It's an incredible TV segment, Season 11 Episode 2 for those of you who now want to go back and rewatch it, and it does a wonderful job of showing off just what a special car the CLK Black is. There's a small, rarefied group of cars that all automotive journalists seem to agree on. Some, like the Miata, are beloved because of their easy and playful nature. Some, like the 911, are beloved because of their class-defining excellence. Then there's the CLK Black Series, which is beloved for being completely unhinged. Everyone from Jason Cammisa to Johnny Lieberman has applauded this car's driving experience. Heck, Jeremy Clarkson even bought one for himself. While I can't speak to this casting's driving dynamics, I can speak to its looks. It looks great. We've come to expect massively flared wheel arches, carbon fiber diffusers, and quad exhausts as standard performance car fare. But back in 2007, this car was considered outrageously shouty, in the way all good poster-worthy icons are. There were definitely a few compromises in bringing this car to 1/64th scale. The wheels are too big, and the front end is just a little squished, but the overall result is great. Sadly, this iconic model is being released in the Walmart exclusive Boulevard series, so if you want to find one at retail, you just might have to get up before the dawn. The printed detailing on this model is some of the best we've seen from a Hot Wheels premium, with a perfectly aligned Mercedes badge and slats in the grille, loads of detailing in the headlights, and even the weird secondary Mercedes badge on the hood that was common in the 2000s. The black mesh texture on the lower grills looks great, and Hot Wheels even included the carbon fiber intakes on either side of the bumper, though they're just black on this model. This is also where we get our first look at those drool-worthy flared fenders, but more on them later. The CLK63 hails from an era when two-door luxury coupes still existed, and this model makes me sad that they've nearly all disappeared in the years since. As a coupe rather than a sedan, the CLK gets a uniquely sporty but still classy silhouette, with a roofline that slopes aggressively down toward the trunk. There is a 6.3 badge printed on the fender, but it's barely readable. The CLK Black Series has some of the best OEM wheels of all time, and these 10-spoke Real Riders do a pretty good impression of those famous Alcoa forged wheels. I wish this model received the chrome version of these wheels though, as the gray color feels a little too flat compared to the bright silver wheels on the full-scale car. The rear end of the CLK63 is really the highlight though. Hot Wheels went all out here, with some of the best brake light prints I've ever seen, readable badges, and even a red third brake light. The black lip spoiler is printed black on both the top and the rear, a rarity even among premium models. My favorite part is the exhaust tips, which pop wonderfully with their silver detailing and stick out from the diffuser. Then there's those fenders. I usually think it's ridiculous when people talk about cars having hips, but if there's ever been a car with hips, it's the CLK Black Series. The result is a car that's several inches wider than a standard CLK, making the Black Series instantly recognizable as something special. The swollen fenders are the most iconic part of this car, and I'm so glad Hot Wheels did them justice. The CLK63 Black's fenders were so flared that Mercedes had to modify the shape of the fuel door, and the resulting almost triangular fuel door is present on this Hot Wheels version. Given all this excellence, it won't surprise you to learn that this CLK63 casting is a Ron Wong creation. It seems like every casting he touches becomes one of the greats, from the innovative two-tone design of the McLaren W1 to the elegant simplicity of the Pagani Utopia. He seems to have his finger on the pulse of car culture in a way that few other designers have managed to match, to such an extent that he reminds me of Ryu Asada during Matchbox's golden era. I'm really excited to see what he comes up with next. I'm also excited to see what's next for this casting. While it can take frustratingly long to get recolors of premium castings, given how few premium models get released every year, I'd love to see each of the CLK Black's color options in Hot Wheels form. Silver is definitely the most iconic color, but I've always been a big fan of the Mars Red cars too. Perhaps we could see it in a future Deutschland Designs mix, or in a Mercedes mix similar to the old Toyota premium set. They certainly have enough great Mercedes castings for it. Even if we don't see any recolors soon, I'm still thrilled to have this model in my collection. It's brilliantly executed, and frankly, it's about time some of these 2000s era analog icons got their Hot Wheels recognition. With any luck, the next Merc in line is the SL65 Black Series. Thanks for watching, and as always, if you prefer your diecast content in written form, check out my blog at diecastleno.com.